Alright, hello everybody. I'm your new host for this game and the common game. I'm your everyday speedrunner. I was just running Lego Harry Potter. I hope you enjoyed that. I sure as hell did. So, Shuri is getting ready for Ninja Gaiden. In the meantime, I already have a donation. It's $10, 10 euro donation from Anonymous saying, "Yo, good luck Shuri. 4-2 Marimba hype. Please put this donation towards the file name Bamboo Boys for the messenger run. Greetings from Germany."
Sorry? Oh, we're live! Oh, hey! I'm Shuri! Welcome, this is Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. I like to say it's Ninja Gaiden. It's a terrible game. Terrible port, as you can hear. This is like Mega Man X. Pretty cool, but they cannot program it to loop. But we're not going to wait for that. So, yeah, are you guys ready for some Ninja Gaiden? Yes? Let's get a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go! So, yeah, you might think like, how can they screw up like Ninja Gaiden for SNES? The first 3 Ninja Gaidens on NES were great, and that's correct. And I hope your ears are working, because then you already hear the first thing, which is terrible, and that's the music and the sound effects. It's terrible, but that makes quite great. You will hear that the boss is how terrible the sound effects will eventually be. That's nice to troll with people, so don't forget to turn up your volume. You will not regret it, or perhaps you do. Oh, and also you can see that the visuals are not as great as in the normal Ninja Gaiden. As you can hear, the death music of the bosses are terrible. It's ear-piercing and very loud compared to the rest. It's that's why it's a great meme run, in my opinion. Also, the dude who remastered the music was like, you know what's a real nice... Oh, I got lucky there. What is a nice Oriental musical instrument? The trumpet. So you will hear that a lot in this remake of Ninja Gaiden. It's pretty weird how they change some things around. There are some good factors though in Ninja Gaiden SNES, and that there is practically no loading. Normally between levels and stages, there are a few frames of loading. You will not have it here. Like boom, you instantly go, which is pretty nice. So let's see. Unfortunately, I didn't go to correct swag star. There are some movements in this game that are not as easy as in the NES version, in my opinion. But it's also because you cannot change the layout. So, like you know in Castlevania 4 and Mega Man X, that you can change the buttons as you would like to play it yourself. Yeah. Ninja Gaiden doesn't have that, and the worst thing is you only use 2 buttons, just like the NES version. There's nothing changed in that aspect. So you only use the BNA button, and that makes it very awkward, at least for me, to hold the controller. So normally when I also practice this, I cannot practice this for over an hour, otherwise I will get the feeling like a carpal tunnel. Once again, we get this terrible defeat sounds, and that was level 2. So, but the people never knew what the game's about, because we're just cutting through the cutscenes. Is that, our father got lost in battle, and we are going to take revenge. That is technically what it is. There's a little bit more to it. But yeah, if you want to follow the story, please watch the NES version. It's much better. Unlike if you like to be, then I will recommend this one. So, I just said that the loading zones are a big plus in this game. Well, with the exception of upcoming boss, normally the NES version we use the loading actually to get ready for a quick kill. It's not possible, at least in my array. On the SNES one, because it immediately starts, but this is still pretty quick in my opinion. Also, I am the only NES Ninja Gaiden runner that runs this game, because other people have Pride and I don't, so that is something else. I also unfortunately have the world record in this game, so yeah. Compared to the rest of Ninja Gaiden, it's the Ninja Gaiden community. I'm like the black sheep right now, I guess. And you guys know the Fortune Musica, it's the Unbreakable Determination, how great and awesome it is. Well, I hope you guys like marimbas, because they made an epic tune into something laughable. You will hear it right now. Normally I use the audio cue there in the NES version. I cannot do it in the SNES version because of the loading. Just wanted to point it out. Oh. That was a little bit of unfortunate RNG. Just like in any programming itself, there's nothing changed. Like the RNG, just like NES version, changes every 2 seconds. So that's something you have to take care about. Also, the programming is still the same if you die at the bosses. The final bosses, I should say. Oh crap. You will be sent back to 6-1, just like the NES version, which is kind of funny because that is actually a bad coding fraud. Just like the birds that they do free damage. It's some bad coding. And I think they meant to fix it, but they didn't in the end. They could have done it in the SNES version, but the only thing they did was quote-unquote enhance the music and graphics. And that's the easiest boss in the game. It literally jumped at me. It's kind of funny, because of the loading, there's you have a little bit of lag. And because of that, you can actually screw up and do not immediately spin and kill Kerberos, which is the name of the boss. And then you're like, oh crap, now I have to defeat him the regular way. And yeah, then you're in a lot of trouble, there's a lot of time loss. This is the only song that I'm thinking like, yeah, they did a good job on this one. This still sounds cool, a little bit more like I'm a detective on chasing someone down, but still, I like that rendition. So the only good remake, song that has been remade. So that's the way I should say it. So there we go. We're flip-flopping a bit. So technically this is just the same as NES with a different few loads, and because of some lag here and there, you cannot do certain stretches correctly, or because of audio cues and such. But should not be the biggest problem. Oh my god, that was closer than I would like to admit. Oh, and there we go. Where's the jerks? Doesn't matter that much. Just going to boost again. Oh wow. That's the thing also, in my opinion, with Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. It's so hard to time the jumps. Because, I don't know. In NES they feel more snappy. It can be just me. And have that placebo effect, you know. But, damn. I haven't had that much trouble with this part in a long time. But it doesn't matter. We got through. There we go. The only downside is that we do not have Spin Slash at the moment. That makes this part a lot easier. It doesn't matter. Okay, and he behaved. That's good. He can throw stuff around and kill you. Let's see if I can do the boost. Yes, that's great. That at least saves a little bit of time. Oh crap, are you kidding me? Well, this is a beautiful game over screen in the Trilogy. I was hoping that I would not show that to you guys, but sometimes stuff doesn't go as well as you would like to. But it doesn't matter, it's... I was already thinking I got marathon lock in this run, especially because how weird this game can be. I don't know if that was just my headset, but the audio just cut for a second. I'm not sure where that came from. Okay, yeah, we were not going to make that. So there we go. Okay, that was the hard part. I'm just going to play a little bit more safe, just for estimate's sake. That was very trolly. I had to take that hit, otherwise they would have threw me into the abyss. We don't want that. That would lose our more time and more time. We don't want that. So here we go. If you never knew how to defeat it,
Can host
in
say
NES,
something?
Of course.
I have a quick question. What is the world record actually?
11:42 or something. Something around that. That's how much I care about my own world record, that I don't even know my own time. It's kind of weird because I am grinding sub 12 for NES for over 1.5 year now, and I didn't got it, and I got sub 12 in the evening. The NES SNES version, just because of the loadings. That time is so significant that you cannot do it. That you can do it, I mean. But the downside is like... Oh crap. Is some of the tricks, like in the end, like mashing and stuff, it's, in my opinion, not that great on the SNES controller, while climbing walls and doing ladder jumps is much easier because of the D-pad. So those are some pros and cons against it. The reason I didn't do the ladder climb there was because you can clip through, and that would suck. There's some ladders that are more prone to that than others. You have to be very careful for that. So yeah, that's over this gap. There we go. So this is the final stretch of the game. We are going to. Okay. Never had that kind of luck before. That's fine. Health is looking good. We're going to do a nice spirit boost right here. Oh, if I would have jumped, that would have been a great damage boost. So I'm going to kill myself twice on purpose now, because I will still be faster. Because pro tip, if you want to defeat this game casually, there's a spin slash here, which is the weapon we use to insta-kill all enemies. So that way we can at least defeat the first of the 3 bosses pretty easy. It might help you in your journey to defeat this game casually. This game is pretty hard, but in the speedrun kind of sense, it's not too bad. Okay, I think I jumped a little bit too early. No, okay, nice. We got the bird boost. Normally not that hard, but you saw me failing that jump, so it's not failure-free. I'm playing a little bit more safe than I would like to, but I made a few screw-ups already, so find the 3 bosses right now. So this is why you want to do it the first time, so you can kill the clown nose pretty quick. Now we're going to fight Jackie-O. And normally I used, at least in the NES version, I use the one-hand mesh technique. It's not really, at least for me, it doesn't really work. Okay, there's Jackie-O. For the tech guy, the timing will be on 0 on the next fight. So be ready on time. I'm going for a little bit more safe and got the tail, just because I cannot mash, and I died already a few times. A little bit more than I like to admit. Why did I literally run into that? I have no clue. Oh shoot. And there we go. Be ready on time. And time. Well, that was Ninja Gaiden, the terrible version of the NES Ninja Gaiden. I hope you still enjoyed all the flaws. It's still, Ninja Gaiden is still great. Next up we have Messenger. Go to watch that. It's a kind of a spiritual successor of Ninja Gaiden and much better than this sport. So stay tuned and have some fun with more ninja action.
All right, thank you, ShuriBear. That's a pretty nice Ninja Gaiden run. Couldn't have done it better myself. You ended up with a time of 14:59, if you want to know. A little bit of estimate, but still under 50 minutes, which is still better than the whole day it took for me to beat it. But like you said, up next we have the Messenger, and there's a donation war going on for that. The name, the file name, we have, for now, 2 names. We have Bamboo Boys leading with 25 euros, and Catty second place, and also dead last with 9. So if you want to see the change in that happening, you all know what you got to do. So I think we're gonna run a quick few ads right now. We're looking at Tech saying yes. Unless this cutscene we're seeing right now is very nice, or you're not seeing it. That's my bad. I'm looking at a different screen. I'll kick it over to Tech for some donations, and I'll keep quiet.